Good morning, viewers, and Merry Christmas in advance for tomorrow. Welcome to ST Money's Morning News, your weekday business news channel. It's Tuesday morning, December 24, 2024, and I'm your host, Sunil Thakker of Sunny Talks Money. Let's roll. Stocks edged upward Monday, buoyed by investors in search of late December bargains. Wall Street's main indexes all ended higher on Monday, with both the Dow Jones Industrial Average and the Nasdaq Composite making it three straight wins, aided by gains by many of the so-called Magnificent Seven tech stocks on a holiday-thinned trading day. The gains helped propel the Nasdaq Composite and the Dow Jones Industrial Average to their third straight increases and a second advance in three sessions for the S&P 500. In a thinly trading session at the start of a holiday shortened week, the S&P 500 finished near session highs. The S&P 500 gained 43 points, 0.73% to 5,974 points, and the Nasdaq Composite rose 192 points, 0.98% to 19,764. Meanwhile, the Dow Jones Industrial Average climbed 66 points, 0.16% to 42,906. All three indexes closed higher, building on gains from Friday, though each remained well below highs notched earlier in the month. The market is still on track for a year-end record. The S&P 500 is on its way to record a stellar annual return and back-to-back years of more than 20% gains for the first time since the late 1990s. The index has risen about 25% since the end of 2023, with the top seven biggest technology stocks accounting for more than half of the advance. Volumes on US exchanges were 12.76 billion shares, down from 14.89 billion shares average from the previous 20 trading days. Tech stocks gained in the thinner pre Christmas market with shares in AI chip makers Broadcom, Advanced Micro Devices, and Nvidia up 5.5%, 4.5%, and 3.7%, respectively. Traders were taking advantage of lower prices after a Fed meeting last week. Meta platforms, Tesla, Apple, Amazon, Alphabet, along with Nvidia, also drove a gauge of the Magnificent Seven mega caps up almost 1.5%. Two tech stocks with cult followings, MicroStrategy and Palantir, joined the Nasdaq 100 on Monday. MicroStrategy celebrated the index addition with a signature move, adding to its stash of Bitcoin. The software company turned crypto investor said it bought about $561 million of Bitcoin last week, funded by issuing new stock. MicroStrategy fell more than 8%, while Palantir edged up. Consumer stocks also declined after consumer confidence measures published by the Conference Board were lower than expected. Shares of Walmart, Dollar General, and Olive Garden parent Darden restaurants all dipped. Qualcomm shares rose 3.5% after a jury found its central processors are properly licensed under an agreement with UK-based Arm Holdings. Shares of Arm, which had vowed to seek a fresh trial, fell 4%. Walmart dropped 2% after the U.S. consumer finance watchdog accused the retail giant and workforce payments company Branch Messenger of forcing more than 1 million delivery drivers into using accounts that cost them more than $10 million in junk fees. Eli Lilly gained 3.7% after the U.S. Food and Drug Administration approved the drug maker's weight loss treatment Zepbound for obstructive sleep apnea. Rival obesity drug maker Novo Nordisk gained after sinking Friday on disappointing trial results. Meanwhile, shares of sleep apnea device makers ResMed and Inspire Medical fell 2.6% and 0.1%, respectively. Nordstrom's shares declined 1.5% after the department store chain's funding family and Mexican retailer El Puerto de Liverpool agreed to take the company private. As well as major benchmark gains, 8 of the 11 S&P sectors finished higher on Monday, led by communication services, which climbed 1.4%. Bond yields climbed with the yield on the benchmark 10-year Treasury note rising 4.594% from 4.522% on Friday. The yield on the 2-year Treasury climbed to 4.34% from 4.311%, snapping a two trading day streak of falling yields. The dollar has climbed in recent months thanks to the US economy powering ahead of its rich peers. President elect Donald Trump's promises for wide ranging tariffs on foreign goods have added momentum to the move. Markets are also entering a historically strong period for US stocks. Since 1969, the last 5 trading days of the year, combined with the first two of the following year, have yielded an average S&P 500 gain of 1.3%, a period known as the Santa Claus rally. Whether or not the gauge will be able to stage a Santa Claus rally that continues to be a barometer of investors' optimism into the new year is to be seen. With mega cap stocks having outsized influence on markets, their performance during a week in which many investors take time off will be even more pronounced. In cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin fell 2% to $93,183. In commodities, West Texas Intermediate crude was little changed. Spot gold fell 0.4% to $2,611 an ounce. Key events to watch out for this week. Christmas Day tomorrow. US initial jobless claims on Thursday. It's also Boxing Day on Thursday. Meanwhile, you have on Friday the US goods trade report. Today is a short trading session. The markets will close early by 1 p.m. ET. That's it for today, folks. I will see you on Thursday morning. Have a great Christmas. In the meantime, please do subscribe, share, and like this video. Thank you. Happy investing. Stay inspired. And remember, it is all about money.